Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Valley. We're going to begin with a centering song from Ryman and Diego. So they're going to continue. We're going to settle in. I'll ring the bell 3 times, and that'll be our cue for our practitioner service. Very Crutchley to do our opening prayer, or what we call an invocation. So, welcome.
If you will, just take a breath in, bathe your minds and your hearts in the beautiful music we had leading to this service. And I know that God is here. God is love. God is peace. God is understanding. God is the joy we feel in our hearts when we greet each other as we enter these doors. God is beauty. God is nature. God surrounds each and every one with love and understanding. God is all there is. And as I know this for myself, I know that for each and every one of us, the beloveds here, online, and everyone surrounding us in this world and all worlds, God is love, God is understanding, God is peace. And we are so blessed here at this center, blessed with the personalities and love of everyone around us. From the hospitality team with Larry and Bonnie and the love they put in the presentation and the joy of the food that they give us. With the beautiful music from Diego and Ryman, it touches our hearts and our souls. We are so blessed. From the ambassadors that greet you at the door, Susie and Jules today, and the love that Susie puts into this center, making sure that everything runs smoothly. And then there's our beloved Reverend Shar, who is not here only for complaints, but love. We are so blessed to have her here in our hearts. And as I know this for myself, I know this for each one of us here today. I know the service will unfold with beauty and love. Everyone will leave here with their hearts open to understanding and love for all those around us. And so it is.
Ever. Thank you, Jerry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that. I love it when a prayer makes me giggle a little bit. That's just the best. It's just the best. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to, sorry, we are two live. That's okay. 2 live mics. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Temecula Valley. We are a open and affirming, loving community. I hope you can feel that when you enter into these doors. We come here to remember the truth of who we are, right? So we are a teaching philosophy. So we teach that God is the all, the everything, just like Gary said in his invocation, the all and the everything. There is no place where God is not. It is all God. And so we come here to remember that truth, to center into our being through the music, through the message, through the community, through the communion, to remember that we are just God saying hello to God. So welcome to our center. Hey, Rob, the monitor is not working, FYI. So thank you. Sorry, little hello housekeeping. I wanted to, before I creep up, I wanted to present this. Our teaching is a science, an art, a technique that you can learn that will enable you to have a fuller enjoyment of the good things of life. Yes, that's our teaching. That's our teaching. That we are here to use it for our good, to experience a fuller life. And I know that there are those here who have taken classes, who have been coming here, and who are firm believers in change your thinking, change your life, that it works. And this teaching philosophy works for us because Spirit, thank you. Spirit is for itself. And because I am Spirit made manifest, I'm God in form, it's for me because it's for itself. So I love this teaching quote from J. Arthur Twine, I love the Science of Mind magazine, just this past week. It's a science, an art, and a technique that we can use to change our lives for that fullness, that fullness. That was the best. Let's just do that all morning. Hi, online. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Temecula Valley. It's my joy and my honor to be here with you. Gosh, what fun we have. I swear, we are just a fun group. Welcome. We love you. You're a part of us. I love hearing your thoughts in the chat. We've got Janine as our Facebook host this morning, so she's right in there with you. So let us know what you're doing, how you're feeling, what you're experiencing. Tell us all about it. We love you. Mwah. Diego, Ryman, you guys are the best. Oh my gosh, that was super fun. All right, it's our time of service for our spiritual reading with our practitioner of service, Gary Crutchley. Please welcome Gary back.
We'll see if you applaud afterwards. Reverend Shar tasked the practitioners of service to find a reading pertaining to her talk. Well, her talk today, I think, is on immortality. She was a little vague in what she put out there. So I had to look up immortality wherever I could find it. And it was fun for me to go back through the books that I have that I've gotten through this learning. And everyone that's taken classes, and and especially with us with our practitioner training, we had many, many classes, many, many books, but it was fun to go back through the books and look and see what I'd done and where I was. So this is from Ernest Holmes, A Thing Called You, This Thing Called You. Very good book. And I guess there is a class coming up using this book as a text. So hopefully you'll take this to heart. And this is on immortality. Learn to be at home in the universe. No more loneliness, no more sense of isolation. See God in everyone, the same God with a different face, the same animating principle with a different form. The same divine presence clothed individual expression. There is a fountain of life from which if a man drink, he shall never thirst again. Your search is after this fountain that you may be immersed in it. You cannot plunge into the waters of real life unless you take everyone else in with you. The universe is one system. You cannot be happy unless you believe in immortality. You not only have the joy of living today, but an equal joy of knowing that you will live forever. Always your horizons will be expanding, forever filling your life with new hope, new vigor, and new assurance. You are an eternal being now on the pathway of endless unfoldment. Never less, but always more yourself. Life is not static. It is forever dynamic, forever creating, not something done and finished, but something alive, awake, and aware. There is something within you that sings the song of eternity. Listen to it. There is an eternal springtime of your soul. Always rising but never setting is the sun of your destiny. Commune with the invisible presence within you until there comes a certainty which is beyond hope, something which enables you to see clear-eyed the future as you see the past. God grant that you enter into this freedom today. And so it is.
Perfect. Perfect. God grant you that certainty, that you enter into that certainty today. That's what we're talking about today, that freedom. Thank you. Beautiful. All right. Prepare yourselves. I just love it when Raymond and Diego are making their magic up here together. It's just so beautiful. Don't we love it? It really is beautiful. So we're playing up with our order of service, as you all know. We're making, and I like it. We're doing kind of a combination where one Sunday we will have a featured vocalist, and it will be songs, and then another weekend will be more contemplative, more meditative, and it will be just the harmony, which I love, the vibration of just the harmony. So this morning we have Diego and Raymond performing Celine Dion's I'm Alive. And do you need to announce anything? Or yeah, you take, so please welcome Diego and Raymond.
Testing 1, 2. I also wanted to thank, do you pronounce it Lorelei? Lorelei back there, who's very concentrated. I mean, I love the meditation before service. I recommend everybody, if you haven't come earlier, I would highly recommend it. It takes the edge off. It just sets the tone for the rest of the service and your whole week. Anyways, do we have? Okay, so yeah, beautiful. So if you guys, it's instrumental, but if you feel like you want to sing and join along, feel free.
And I'm going to do my next click when I think I need to click.
Okay.
Because I don't know. Oh my gosh, right? Oh, beautiful. I want that every Sunday. That is crazy good. Oh, thank you. Thank you both. Oh my gosh. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. It makes talking about this so much easier because did you know you cannot die no matter how hard you try? Death's kind of a bummer, isn't it? Ugh. Yeah, I got this. I thought, okay, we're finishing the month of glowing up. Some of you might have your little. Do we have our little? I handed out some glow sticks, bracelets. We're glowing up, and this is the last Sunday. Let me see if it'll work. There we go. There we go. And it was on immortality, and I'm like, well, that's kind of a bummer, because death is hard. I mean, I know we're all good metaphysicians in here. We get it. We get it. We cannot die no matter how hard we try. I think we all do believe in some form of the immortality of that soul within us. I know we do. And yet when death comes upon us into our life in whatever, whatever form, and that interacts in our realm, it's hard. Because it's great being here on this planet, this plane of existence. It's really good being here. And we get to be with each other, and we get to love each other, and sometimes get mad at each other. But it's always fun here. And it's when transition, or what I like to call transformation, happens, it's sad. It's a bummer. Even though there's that part of me that knows that there is not, you cannot destroy energy, right? We're learning, physics and quantum physics and all of that science is supporting that, and we know that we are human beings, which has an immortal soul, and it moves on, and that's comforting. And death is still a bummer. Still a bummer. I wasn't sure if I was going to share, but I'm going to share it because I just trust my gut. I had 2 uncles pass in 1 week. One last Saturday and then one yesterday. And so for my dad, to lose 2 brothers in 1 week, it's kind of like he's a very spiritual, faithful man, and he's even going, really? What the heck? So when it happens, right, we learned 2 weeks ago, we talked about how Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith talks about how we are here spiritually, we're spiritual beings, but we're also human beings, and both matter. The enlightenment, the consciousness work matters. Being a human being, having a human existence, enjoying pizza and chocolate, that also matters. Both are equal. One is not above the other. They're both equal, beautiful, valid parts to our being for us to get as much out of this soul curriculum as possible. We can't deny one or the other. We're going to lose out. If we're denying the humanness, we're going to lose out on some lesson there. It's there for us. So, knowing that we're immortal, knowing that we cannot die no matter how hard we try, is wonderful. And death is a bummer. It's a bummer. So, what do we truly believe? Oh, sorry. Wait, I've skipped ahead. This is what I'm doing today. Sorry. Words That Heal. These are the books. Sorry. Words That Heal Today. Oh, great book. Great book by Dr. Ernest Holmes, Words That Heal Today. The Science of Mind text, which is, pithy but good. And I'm also using The Science of Mind magazine. Okay, so those are the books. But more importantly, what do we believe truly? Is it just lip service? That's a question. I'll just walk around. Do we really believe it? That's my girl. I'm here for it, Oma. I'm here for it. I want reality. We're not here just being all Pollyannish. It's reality. What do we believe? Do we believe that our soul moves on somewhere? Hello, you two. Do we believe that we move on to another plane of existence? Do we believe that we're just in the ground somewhere, or that's it, lights out, over and out? Do we believe that we're in the matrix somewhere and we're in some pod connected to some big machine, and then we wake up and we go, oh, it's another adventure? Well, here's a great thing, right? Everybody's right, because nobody knows. Nobody really knows, right? I will tell you that when we have a deep and abiding faith, when we believe that there's something greater than ourselves, when we believe in some power, presence, I call it God, you call it what you will, when we believe that, I do think, my opinion is, it makes death, which is truly a bummer, better. It softens it. Because we know that that immortal soul is moving on to its next great adventure, experiencing something else in the classroom, wherever that is, and it does make you feel a little better. It softens it. It's still a bummer, but it does soften it a bit. Now, I'm going to try to pronounce this. Epictetus said, I cannot escape death, but at least I can escape the fear of it. Because we're here to get busy living, not prepare to die. Each one of us that we're here is actively dying. Every moment, every second, we are dying. None of us gets out of here alive. We're all on our path, right? But the practice is to get busy living. Be living, not preparing to die. Because each one of us is in that line. We're in the line and we're marching ahead. We don't know where our place is. We don't know what placeholder we have. My uncle who passed away yesterday certainly didn't know that yesterday was his day. It was yesterday. So I want us to get busy living, because I think when you know that you cannot die no matter how hard you try, you can do great things because you're not afraid of it. It's not holding you back. Now, in CSL, Centers for Spiritual Living, we have a declaration of principles. We believe in the eternity immortality, and continuity of the soul in perennial expansion. Perennial expansion. And I believe that is the altar we can lay our lives on. That there's power and freedom there when we truly embody it, not just lip service, when we really embody it. My soul lives on forever, so does yours. And that can free us. I think it frees us. So what we believe here, right, is our lives. I know, as I said, this is another bummer, but I'm going to say it anyway. Our lives are the outpicturing of what we believe. What we believe, we create, it's our experience. So I believe that when you truly know and feel that you are immortal, your life is going to be the outpicturing of that in its fullest, freest expression because you believe it and nothing holds you back. You're constantly making those big leaps into something else right now, not in the next life, but right now. And I want that for all of us. Now, Dr. Ernest Holmes in the Science of Mind textbook says the principle of life cannot know death. The experience of dying is but the laying off of an old garment and the dawning of a new one. There are bodies celestial and bodies terrestrial. There is a material body and a spiritual body. The spiritual body is the resurrection body. Isn't he lovely? He's for all the, the words in this book, which this is our textbook, the Science of Mind textbook. It's a beautiful document. It's a lot of words, but he is really poetic. This to me is poetry. The spiritual body is the resurrection body. So how much do we believe it? That's a question for all of us. If we really believe it, then the outpicturing of our lives supports that belief, right? Are there things I'm afraid of doing, of trying? Do I have these grand ideas about something, but I hold back? These are individual questions for us. Could I be living in a more fuller way? What's holding me back? It's usually fear. It's usually false belief. Sorry, I keep hearing something over here and I don't know exactly what it is. So, this one. Time is the only currency you spend without ever knowing your balance. My uncle did not know his balance was zero. I say that kind of jokingly, but I do, he didn't know. None of us do. Use it wisely. We don't know. And I want us to have the fullest expressions of our lives now, because 2 days from now, my bank balance might be zero. So, to that end, to using it wisely, becoming aware, becoming awake, that's what we talk about here. There's this quote that the Buddha and Bruce Lee say. The finger pointing at the moon is not the moon. Do you understand what that means? Okay. A lot of us think this is the way. The teacher, the books, the social media, the race consciousness. But the way is the moon. We don't need, and none of us need a finger to point to the moon to tell us that the moon is the moon. We know that the moon is the moon. We have everything in us to know that the moon is the moon, and I don't need anybody to point at it for me. I have everything I need. I don't need Rev Shar. I don't really need a practitioner. Practitioners are great, but I have everything I need right now. We are perfect, whole, and complete just as we are. We have everything. The difference is, how am I awake to it? How am I aware of it? The trick is to be the deep experience, not to miss it because you're so busy looking at the finger pointing at the moon. The moon is the deep, the realization, the truth. The teaching, the classes, these talks are really just the fingers pointing at the moon. But we have everything we need to see the moon in its fullness. So when we talk about immortality and our understanding of it, I want to know what our consciousness is saying. What do we believe? Are we just a finger pointing at the moon? So from our teaching, we're gonna do a little teaching lesson right now. From our teaching. You like this one, I know. We believe in 4 stages of consciousness, okay? We believe this. We talk about it. 4 states of consciousness. To me, the red box. To me. That's when I'm in my victim mode. Life is happening to me. Why is that person mean to me? Why did that happen to me? Why did I lose that job? Why? Right? That's when I'm, and that's, look, okay, full disclosure, there's no shame in any of these games, okay? We're human beings, remember, having a human experience. If I lived in 4 all the time, I might be on this planet anymore. I might be transitioning, transforming to the next one. This is just an in and out of life experience. I can be here in 1 and then bebop over to 4 really quickly. But 1 is, life is happening to me. I am a boat on the sea with no rudder. 2 is by me. That's when I start to become a little bit more awake and aware. I am the doer. I make things happen. I have this spiritual muscle and I get that parking spot at Trader Joe's. There's a power for good in the universe and I can use it. That's 2. There's a power for good in the universe and I can use it. And it's super exciting when you start to make it happen in your life. You're like, dang, look what I just did. I manifested that. Woohoo. Then we go to 3, the blue box. Through me. Okay, that's when we're starting to really expand, and that's where most of us are. Through me, I am the channel. There's a power for good in the universe, and it can use me. There's a power for good in the universe, and it can use me. I'm a channel. So there's less resistance. I'm not making things happen. I'm allowing things through me to organically flow in my life until something happens, and I'm right back here in 1. Boom. Oh, that's okay. You can easily remember, we're the moon, right? We're not a finger pointing at the moon, we're the moon. 4, as me. You're a walking prayer. I am the presence. I am it. There is a power for good in the universe, and it is me. That's where it's at. It is me. When you're living in that aspect of consciousness, if my bank account is 0 later today, am I okay? Oh yeah, I'm okay. Because I know that I am it, and I'm just transforming into my next my next adventure. And it's okay. And there is a peace and freedom in that like you do not know. You can do anything because it is me. It is me. So I want us to just be aware consciously of where we're at. Again, there's no shame in this game. I bebop around here all the time. And you can ask Susie, when I'm hangry, I'm definitely in the red zone. And people know to steer clear. So this is just here as a tool, right? This is the finger pointing to the moon. This is a tool for us. Where am I? Being honest. When you have awareness, you can do something about it, because what happens? I change my thinking, I change my life. But if I'm not thinking, if I'm not actively thinking, can I change my life? This is trained thought. Where am I? Okay, I'm in 2. What do I need to do to get to 3? Spiritual practices, meditation, contemplation, knowing the truth, being the moon. There is always the echo of spirit in our intellect. It's struggling within us to push us forward into the light. I believe that's our soul's calling. It's in there. And I want us to use it wisely. So where are we, right? We want to use it wisely. I want to be in kingdom 3 and 4 as much as possible. Because as my consciousness is widening, wait, I like this one. This is a good one. I know I have a lot of quotes today. As one's consciousness widens, so too does the relationship to life and death. To the unconscious, death is an enemy. To the conscious, it's an inevitability. To the awakened, it's a transformation. Most of the time, I'm in the conscious and inevitability zone, right? That's kingdom 3. But when you go into 4 and you're really awakened and embodied, it's transformation. It's hallelujah. I've done my curriculum and I am moving on to the next. Hopefully, I'm up-leveling into the next classroom. Hallelujah. It's transformation. There is only transformation. We are constantly transforming. The great mystics and illumined ones, illumined, have had experiences that have shifted them profoundly. Paul's road to Damascus, he was shifted from the Bible. He was shifted on that road. Something happened to him. He got struck on the head by a bolt of lightning. And he knew he didn't have to fear death, that there was life everlasting. When you feel it in your physical body, you can't deny it anymore. You can't deny that it doesn't exist because you felt it. And when you feel it, however you get there, when you feel that little taste of immortality, that there's something bigger and more loving and just this envelopment of love, when you feel it, when you taste it, you can never go back because it's in you. Have you felt that? I have. Have you felt it? Have anybody in here had a little taste of that depth, that love? Thank you. I knew you were out there. When you feel it, you know that there is nothing to be afraid of on the other side. Death is a bummer for the rest of us who are here, still living this life, but for the transformed, it is freedom. It is wholeness. It is an absorption into this nothingness that is so overwhelming. It cannot be described with words. It's that good. People talk about how they don't want to come back here. And this place is really cool and rad. And yet, that transformation is so overwhelmingly beautiful and loving and delightful that you don't want to come back here. You're cool. You're good. It's that much love. That much love. So what we call death is not an end, but a shift in consciousness, a release of form so that the essence can return to its source. A shift in consciousness can happen right now. Get busy living. What do we believe? Where am I? Where is my life experience? Busy preparing to live versus preparing to die. When you're preparing to live, you can walk with that confidence, that security, knowing that you are sourced and supported. And if my number is up tomorrow, it's okay. It's okay. So Dr. Ernest Holmes said this. And so we prepare, let's put this on. We prepare not to die, but to live. The thought of death should slip from our consciousness altogether. And when this great event of the soul takes place, it should be beautiful, sublime, a glorious experience as the eagle, freed from its cage, rises to its original height. So the soul, freed from its home in this heavy flesh, will rise and return unto its Father's house, naked and unafraid. Sublime. So I'm going to read a little poem. I'm going to ask Diego and Ryman to come up and just noodle a little bit. Do you have if you have oh, here's mine. Forgot. If you have I want you to look at this if you've got one. We handed out some glow sticks, but really, the circle, right? Life everlasting, the ultimate glow up, the circle. So I want you to just settle in your chair. We're gonna close with this poem by Dr. Ernest Holmes. And I just want you to feel into what we've talked about. Where am I in my consciousness right now? Where am I? Could I shift and feel into myself to know true freedom? Close your eyes, take that deep breath. Contemplate what was discussed here today. What do I really feel about my transformation? Is there fear there? Dr. Ernest Holmes says, when death shall come, and the spirit freed shall mount the air, and wander afar in the great nowhere, it shall go as it came, free from sorrow and shame. And naked and bare through the upper air shall go alone to that great nowhere. Hinder not its onward way, grieving not its form of clay. For the spirit freed now from clod shall go alone to meet its God. Knowing that that's our truth, can we be free from shame now? Can we move into a place within ourselves where we know we are free, we are sourced, we are supported, we can do anything? There are no limits. Just take a few minutes and breathe that in and just contemplate that freedom, that trust, that love that is transformation. Feel the miracle that your body is. Touch into your soul's essence and feel its glory, its magnificence. Knowing that we can live fully transformed right now, preparing to live every day. Preparing to live today. Oh, let's take a big breath. That wasn't too bad, right? That wasn't too bad. All right. Oh, we did okay in our talk about death. Very good. All right, I'm going to ask our ambassadors to please come forward. Susie and Jules, please come forward. This is the time where we get an opportunity to support this center, this teaching center, where we teach in the classroom. We have youth in the classroom right now. We teach on Tuesday nights. We teach up here. We get this beautiful team of musicians giving their gift to us and we do great things in the world here at CSL TV. We do great things. We change lives. So when we give back to this place, we're making a real difference in the world. It's made a difference in my life. I know it's made a difference in yours. So there's ways to give: PayPal, Venmo, checks, cash, however you do it. I am grateful for it. If you could just take your offering, your givingness, and put it to your heart space and just breathe some gratitude for supporting this center. The beauty and the intelligence weaving itself through what we call Center for Spiritual Living Temecula Valley, for the growth, for the expansion of this teaching. Thank you for participating in this beautiful teaching philosophy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And as we give, we receive. It is a divine appointment with Spirit. Thank you. And so it is. So if we could, let's say our affirmation of abundance together. Can we do it? Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now. Seriously, they're so good. And I do love that we're such auto-tithers now. We're doing a lot of online giving. A lot of you are auto-tithers, which I love. So just blessing the basket as it goes by, putting your love into it. I love seeing all the hands going on the basket because truly the auto-tithing is a beautiful way to support this center. And we know what's coming in every month because you've made a dedicated pledge to support this center. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. So I'm going to ask Gary. We have a change. Susan was not able to be here, so Gary is going to be doing our announcements this morning. Please welcome Gary Crutchley. Got it? Yeah.
On.
Now it's on.
A couple weeks ago, I was driving to the center, and I had the radio on in my car, and I heard a show, and I won't say what it was, but the person saying that how can you not believe in God when you see that there is heaven on earth? For all the beauty that there is in this earth and everything that's going on, how can you not believe there's a higher power that wants us to enjoy this? And wait a minute, I forgot my hat.
Well,
That has nothing to do with that part. That was just the lead in. This weekend, we had the opportunity, or not this weekend, Thursday, Friday night, we had the opportunity to go to Joshua Tree. And I must say, it was a very wonderful experience. And I have to give thanks to Beth Haas, Reverend Shar and Susie, Craig and Susan Hurst, Janie, everyone, Linda, who did treatments for people. It was a very beautiful experience. And if you don't believe in heaven on earth, go to Joshua Tree. I mean, it is truly an experience, and hopefully they'll be doing it next year. So moving on now to education, another thing I came to this morning, I'm driving through the fog to the center, and I go, it's beautiful how the fog lifted. Well, taking classes has helped bring me from the fog to clarity. So CSLTV education is back for fall. Starting November 4th, practitioner Beth Haas and Reverend Shar will be teaching a 5-week class, Spiritual Principles and Practices, using the Ernest Holmes book, This Thing Called You, which is what, coincidentally, I didn't choose the book because that was for the class, but that was the book I read from this morning. It's a great book. They will guide us on our spiritual practices to deepen our heart openings and teach us how spiritual practices are working in our lives. Sign up on the sheet on the activities table. This is a wonderful introduction class, only 5 weeks and lots of fun. So please think about doing that. Education really does open your eyes. On November 2nd, the hospitality team will be hosting the first annual CSLTV Chili Cook-Off. Are you a great chili maker?
yes.
Want to compete against Reverend Shar?
Yes.
Well, sign up at the activities table. We have 10 spots, only 10 spots available for this competition. You are all invited to sample the tasty chili, and we hope it's tasty, and then vote on the top 3 favorites. Come join us. It's going to be so much fun and delicious. On November 2nd, CSLTV will be hosting a Dia de los Muertos altar and ceremony. This is a beautiful tradition in Mexican culture, and for more, here is Diego to give us more information. Bring your photos of loved ones, small items that enjoyed, and we will create a beautiful altar of remembrance.
Thank you, thank you. I brought notes this time. So last time I talked a little bit about the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, and as you probably, how many of you have watched the movie Coco? Practically most, if you haven't seen it, that movie explains it way better than I could ever. Not only that, but you get the visuals, you get the music and everything else. But as you probably already know, the short of it is that in the tradition, it's to remember those that have passed on. And the altar, you give the offering, what's the word that you use? The ofrenda, which is the offering. And the altar consists of basically a picture of your loved one or loved ones and something that they really enjoyed while they were on earth. So we're going to have that next Sunday. Okay, so something that I found out that I didn't know about, the monarch butterflies, I'm sure you're aware, they migrate from Canada all the way down to Mexico, which is actually a destination in the mountains of the state of Michoacan. Anybody been to Michoacan before? Yeah, it's so green and there's a lot of agriculture, and the weather is just, it has all the weathers from the beach all the way to the mountains. It's very green, very fertile area. Anyway, so that annual migration, that's where they hibernate. And they fly thousands of miles, 2,000 miles at some point as well. And it coincides with, of course, the Day of the Dead, which ends this month and begins in November. So it just happens to coincide with that. Now, the indigenous people of Michoacan, or one of the tribes, is called the Perepuchas. They believe that the butterfly brings back the spirits in their wings when they return to the living world. Is that beautiful? Chokes me up. But it's that simple, you know, and I thought, wow, this is not a religious thing, it's nature, you know, and that humans are adapting, as we should, to nature, not nature to us. Anyways, the symbolism of the monarch butterfly symbolizes that transformation from birth to resurrection, and that cycle keeps going and going. In this context, the return evokes the continuation and the remembrance of our loved ones. Even though they're not physically present, they're permanently present spiritually. So that's what I wanted to share.
I really do recommend you watching the movie. It's a cartoon, but it's beautiful. And as long as you remember your loved ones who are past, they're not gone. So, and I forgot to say, did I say about the Integratron? That's my hat. That's why I had to get my hat. The symbol on this, Berla and I went to the Integratron in Landers on our trip to Joshua Tree. And that was an experience also. So, and on finally, getting back to the last one here. Not the last. A big event you won't want to miss is the CSL TV Holiday Bazaar. It's coming November 9th, before and after service. Come shop for your holiday present list. Our own community vendors will be selling handmade arts and crafts. These are beautiful gifts, and a percentage of the proceeds benefit the center. Come shop. On Sunday, November 16th, practitioner Laura Garrett is hosting a workshop from noon to 2 called Gratitude Games. Gratitude is a powerful spiritual practice which awakens our consciousness to create our good. Come play some fun games. Create your gratitude gifts to take home. Cost is only $20 for all materials. Sign up sheet in the breezeway. And that concludes it.
All right. Isn't he good? Did you see that transition he did? I'm like, he's like a professional announcer, that one. Gary. Thank you, Gary. Beautiful. Yes. Thank you. Little clap. All right. We have some great news. Reverend Neil, could you please come up here? Let me embarrass you. Rev Neil Hanner, come up. He has spoken here a few times. He's been orbiting with us for quite a while. And he and I've been whispering in his ear, come over to be with us. Come over to be with us. And he finally said yes. He said yes. So Rev Neil has graciously agreed to be an associate minister here to help teach classes. He is a teacher at heart. I'm going to read his bio just a little bit. We're just going to love you up. He has been a part of Center for Spiritual Living movement for over 25 years, beginning at just a baby, age 21, when he volunteered as an EMT to provide first aid support at a CSL summer camp. Who knew you'd become a minister? Who knew? He finished his coursework with CSL, became a licensed minister. I think, were you with me? No, the year just after me. He's been in many, many leadership roles with CSL, communities practitioner, teacher, co-interim spiritual director, membership of the Leadership Council at the Center for Spiritual Living in Beaumont. He was with Beaumont for many years in his heart and with his dedication to service. So Reverend Neil holds both a bachelor's and master's degree in education. He's an elementary school teacher. He brings compassion, creativity, and curiosity to his students every day, which I'm sure he will bring here as well. One of his favorite quotes is by Ralph Waldo Emerson: "The mind once stretched by a new idea never returns to its original dimensions," which we know. So he endeavors to carry this spiritual message into the world, helping others expand into their highest potential through education, empowerment, and evolution. Beautiful. Do you want to say a few things? Or you yes. He wants to say a few things. He's a minister.
You can't offer a minister a microphone. Like, how much time I got? Okay. I just want to say I'm really happy to be here. I've been looking for a new spiritual home, and the minute I walked in this building, the consciousness and joy that you guys create as a community is palpable. And so I'm glad to be here. I'm one of those people that feels like Science of Mind probably saved my life or changed the trajectory of my life. And so I'm very passionate about our teaching, and I'm glad to be here. So if there's any way I can support you through prayer or prac sessions or anything like that, I'm here for you. And I know we talked about the levels of consciousness today, and I want you to know that communities have a level of consciousness too. And so one of the reasons I'm here is because your level of consciousness attracted me. And so you should be proud of what you've built here.
So we welcome Rev Neil to our community. We look forward to his online presence, his teaching presence here. He is a wonderful educator of Science of Mind classes. So we're going to be able to offer more because we will now have Reverend Neil teaching us as well. So it is lovely. So another warm round of applause for Reverend Neil. And we're going to move into prayer. So I would ask our practitioners to please stand where they are. Lorelei Newman is holding light in the back of the sanctuary as we come together for a collective community prayer together. Community collective prayer works. There is an infusion of energetic through our consciousness, which uplevels us and uplevels the world. So I say thank you for joining us in this collective prayer. So let's just close the eyes, soften the gaze, whatever works for you as we come together right here, right now. This collective of metaphysicians and conscious beings. I know God is love. I call it love. It is love. It is experiencing itself, creating itself, up-leveling itself through love. That divine urge to be more, to experience more. And I call it good. For it is for itself. It is life expressing forever for the enrichment of itself. And so I know that I am it. We are it. We are a beautiful, divine representation of God in our individuality, in our uniqueness, in our beautiful expression of wholeness. We are it, experiencing itself. And so I know and affirm for each one of us that we fully engage in our preparation to live, to remember the truth of our being, that we are immortal, that our soul lives on in its immortality, and that we are engaged in our awareness, in our awakening to that deep, abiding truth that we are immortal. That essence, that light, that beautiful glow of spirit moves on forever in its transformation. And that we move into a fuller expression of our life because we know this truth, we believe it, and we embody it. And nothing can hold us back. We can experience the fullness of life now, today, and we choose it. We stay awake to it. We are living awareness. And so I just bless and affirm this truth, this embodiment, knowing it is fully expressing itself in each one of us right now. With great gratitude for this good, for this truth, for this remembering of our wholeness and our free soul expression forever, I am grateful. And so I just place my word into the power and action of the law, for I know this is already done in the mind of God. And together we affirm, and so it is. Thank you. Beautiful. So we're going to close with our beautiful let there be peace on earth. So I encourage all of us to stand together. We'll have the words on the screen, and Diego is going to take us home.
Well, everybody, I'm not a singer,
Yes, you are.
so I need all your help, okay? Sing with intention, with passion. And here we go. Ready? Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, family all are we. Let us walk all together in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
He cannot say he's not a singer. He is a singer. Thank you, Diego.
Remember your pictures and something that your
Yes.
loved ones
Next
loved,
week.
okay? Next week.
Next week. Thank you. Have a beautiful week. We love you. Mwah.